Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel where I dice the milk up regularly while talking about niche internet communities, random things, and at this point, most things internet. So today we are going to be talking about the surface of color therapy. So I'm gonna treat this video like an iceberg video, except today we're only stopping at the surface since I can't quite do a deep dive on this topic yet because it's a project. Let me just say it's gonna take a lot of people, a lot of coordination, a lot of collaboration, especially because it's a multifaceted project. But we're gonna be treating it like the surface, like dipping our toes in the water, not quite ready to go into like a deep dive about every single part of it, but just a basic run through. I would say hopefully not going to be a long one, but you can still sit back, maybe procrastinate your homework a little. I don't know, grab some food, something to drink, and get ready for it. I'm also going to say probably not a lot of you understood what color therapy is. To the people who know who this is, what this is right away, I see you and I feel you because it is both a good thing and a bad thing. But let's get ready to dive into it. So, first, I'm just gonna talk about what color therapy is. Because, again, a lot of people are wondering, what is color therapy? Well, I would describe it more as a niche app, but color therapy is considered a coloring app, which can be found through the App Store or any other places where you may purchase apps. But it's a coloring game which is mainly centered around adults, which is not the case for the community. But it's supposed to be focused on relaxation and mindfulness and de-stressing from the day. Hence the name color therapy, though, in my opinion, not much of a therapy place. But what they do pride themselves on is their wide variety of templates, which is the basic like drawing where you can just tap on it with a color and then boom, fills in a part of the drawing. And remember, this is all digitally. I hope you thought it was digitally, but I just wanted to clarify it because I don't know. Color therapy could be doing some weird shit out there, but and again, they center it around like me time and focusing on you and mindfulness and therapy. But what they love to pride themselves on is the challenges, which they sound like, oh, here are some things like, oh, you can do a challenge where you create yourself into an anime character, or do this color palette, which is it's just a challenge. Like, people get voted on, and like, one of the requirements for signing up for a challenge is to vote on people, and there's not really a prize. It's just all for fun. But that's the whole point of the app, is to do it for fun, to do it for social coloring, maybe to relax. Though, one thing they do fail to mention a lot of times involving social coloring is a lot of color therapy is centered around likes and follows. You can see where there might be some issues with that later on. But they also include a VIP feature with the whole app. I know everything has to be paywalled with communities like this, but it unlocks all the templates and it makes sure that, again, you can get everything. You can get like every tool, every color palette, enter every challenge, because of course, like, they're like, ooh, we're gonna gatekeep certain colors and tools, but they make sure that they're getting their revenue somehow. I don't know. It's a time, but I'm gonna say a notable part is if you go on to the color therapy page of color therapy, of course, you'll see kids in the comments being like, can we have more free templates? I need more coins. Why is everything paid for? So you're gonna see a lot of stuff like that in color therapy. But how the templates are unlocked is they have, I would say, like 6 to 5 templates that are new each day. In recent years, they've gotten a little more sloppy. Let's just say a little bit of a seasoned veteran on this app, but yeah, they have like different themes and different things that they do with the templates. But if you want to unlock one from the past or one that was made specifically for a challenge, you have to use coins. Normally, it used to be like, oh, it would take like 1 coin per template. But I think now they've increased it from like 10 because you're given a certain amount of coins. But the thing is, you can't really you can't get coins. I don't think. I'm gonna do my research on that, and if I'm wrong, you'll see me popping up here right now, being like, I was wrong. But anyways, and now we're gonna move on to the community. So, as I mentioned earlier, the community is made up of kids. I'm just gonna put it straight. It's made up of children. I wouldn't say children, though there have been some controversy with there being children in recent years, but it's normally like teens and tweens just on the app. I'm gonna say, like, there are 2 very different sides of the app. You either have, oh, like the beginner, I do freestyle, free-handed artists who are getting their way. And then you have, as referred to them, the wine moms of the app. Just either trying to do freehand or using the templates and enhancing them. The wine moms, they're either very beloved on the app or they're just kind of there. Because they're good and bad because they do get a little annoying sometimes, but they're kind of there. Though I do have to say, in recent times, there have been some satire accounts of the wine moms created. So do be mindful of that because they are some very good satire accounts. Like they blend in. I'd also say this community is kind of like deviant art if it was incredibly sheltered and focused so much on those Pinterest poses and trying to draw aesthetically. Because that's the main theme of this is like beginner artists wanting to draw aesthetically and improve on their art, which there again, no shame in wanting to do any of this. I'm speaking as one of those people. So trust me, I have seen my fair share of it. But that's what the app mainly is. Though I do have to say, once you start to dig more and more into the app, again, we're not quite doing this yet, but there is a lot of venting and friend groups and maybe some angst within the app. Well, I mean, like any social app that would have kids and teens on it would. But again, that's to be expected. Not gonna diss any of that, but it's to be expected. And another mechanic on this app that I haven't touched upon is the trending and daily top posts. So, color therapy, I genuinely don't know how this works, but they have an algorithm, I'm going to assume. A very shitty one, but I'm going to say it's an algorithm because they have either the trending page, which is, I would probably say, like 9 to 12 pieces of artwork that you show up when you click the little trending page icon, and they can either remain there for like a couple hours or it can be like a full day. It's an in-between. And then they have daily top posts, which is a nice longer page of posts that are chosen as the daily top posts, of course. And sometimes trending posts and daily top posts can coincide together and they can join. But that also, there's a lot of value placed on that. And another part within the community is the moment you get on trending, boom, people sense it. They feel it, and then they go, congratulations on trending. Oh my god, congratulations on trending. Oh my god, I'm so happy to see you got daily top post. Like, there is so much. I would say the wine moms are very prevalent of this, but honestly, it's a lot once your posts get on there. Like, it's a roller coaster. But now we're gonna move on to the actual drawing portion of this. So, like any coloring app of this genre, like, I'm gonna like color this and use this, they have very, very limited tools. With the stuff that isn't paid walled, you either get the fill bucket, not applicable for any of the blank drawings, a brush, basic pen, and an airbrush. And I think a glitter tool? I'm gonna say yes with the glitter tool. But that's all the stuff that is free. So oftentimes you'll see a lot of artists using all those. I'm gonna say the pen is probably the most popular, of course, because you can just go with it and draw on it. And then it comes with a variety of color palettes, which I mean certain ones also paywall. And of course, coming with all of this, especially with the freehand artists, there's a lot of emphasis on the blank template. I'm going to say back in the old days when they didn't have the blank template, I remember people used to have the audacity to just draw over templates. Which, honestly, I still don't know how I did that. Like, I've been drawing for 3 years now, and I do not know how I started out drawing like that. Like, genuinely, how did I accomplish that? But again, like I said, young artists will find a way to get through all this, and trust me, they are very, very resourceful. Okay, so I wanted to touch, deep dive more into the art, but for the purpose of this video, I am not going to ask anybody to use their art, so I'm just going to use mine, because currently, let's see, I have 722 pieces published on my page. And I think I first started using this app back in 2017, so I gotta say there's a lot of art. It's very dated though now because I have quote unquote officially been off the app for 2 years now, but it still reminds me of an archive. I would say the peak of this app though, in my opinion, is back in 2020 because everybody was stuck online, and so we would have all kinds of fun things hosted on there. I remember doing truth or dare, or they would have little events that people would attend to, but sadly it's kind of died off. So this is just more of a blast from the past and a look at my old art. Okay, so I'm just gonna come out and say this. A bunch of people from my Instagram, I see y'all who are also from Color Therapy, probably already know this, but I am the musical Slytherin. I know, oh my god, so scandalous. But, I created this name, I think, about 3 or 4 years ago, so you can tell what era of life I was in. No shame in that, living for it, honestly, but that was a time. But, so, yeah, the musical Slytherin. I'm gonna I'm just looking through my gallery right now to try to find some artwork to showcase because oh my god, it's a time. Like, I actually have my first digitally drawn piece ever on here. And here it is. And guess what it is? Well, I gave you some time to guess, and I wrote a Harry Potter fanfic on here. Yeah, failed to mention that people wrote fanfics. They've since been banned because color therapy took away the use of enter bars, but fanfics. I'm not gonna read this fanfic because I would like to save y'all the personal energy, but if you want to go read the fanfic, hit up color therapy, check out the underscore musical underscore Slytherin. But actually, I don't know. Let's say, I don't know, some weird number. 20,000. I'm not very hopeful of this amount of subscribers, but if I get 20,000 subscribers, I will do a reading of my fanfics from Color Therapy. Because I'm not much of a writer myself, but used to delve into it a little. But, and so as I scroll through the app, I mean, see the progression. I started out using like the heavily airbrushed style, and then with a little bit of templates in it. Oh my god, I used to do the updates where I talk about my life. Yeah, did treat this like a journal, which interesting, but I'm just like reading some of this stuff, like how I was talking about staying up till 2:30 a.m. and I again, it's an archive. It's a testament to who I was as a person then. I don't think that anybody listening to this knew me in person then. But if you do, don't look there. There's nothing bad, but holy shit. A lot goes on in there. Ooh. Yeah. A lot goes on there. We're not talking about that. That's for another time. I'm just looking at the post. As you can tell, very into Harry Potter. And then after that, I would delve in to the more learning. And then we also, as you can see, there's a couple things about challenges where some challenges were actually held by users, and they would set up their own rules, be like, oh, do this or do this, make sure no templates, all freehand. Yeah, because there's a whole thing surrounding oh, are templates good, or oh, is freehand the best? But I can't really get into it, bro. My brain power is not there with the debates, because it's giving the debate between cartoony styles and realism. That's what it's giving. That is actually the best way that I can describe it. Oh my god. And yeah. Let's see. Also more, I just documented all my musical phase. It was a time. It really was a time. But, ooh, here's a little challenge I did. Sparkling angel silhouette. That gives you a better sense of it. But the more I start to scroll up, you can also see as you start to interact with users more, gain a couple of friends. A good amount of the online friends, I would probably say the most online friends I have now stem from color therapy. Which is interesting that we all experienced color therapy, but in the end, I'm happy that it happened. Again, I keep on saying that, like I'm repeating myself. But this is the time. Okay, I'm back. My brother thought it would be a very convenient time to just run down the stairs. I don't know, like it's 10:30 on a Sunday, but oh, it's such a testament to its time. It's again, this is bringing back all the emotions of quarantine stuff. But I do have to say, surrounding the art community on this app, there was a big emphasis placed on likes and follows and all that stuff, of course, because I mean, it's an art app. Like there's going to be all that stuff if there's association with like popularity, all of that. But another big thing on the app at the time was face reveals, which, again, in hindsight, aren't as big of a deal, but oh my god, people used to hype face reveals up. They would wait, like, just seeing if you could see someone's face. Like, that was a big deal. Associate with a face with a name. But there's a lot of art tutorials too, behind the scenes. Ooh, brief mention. We tried to do musicals on there. I don't know how that would have worked, but here's me trying to be like, oh my god, let's do Beetlejuice Jr. Was in a Beetlejuice phase for a while that year. Again, seeing into everything. But I also found that there was a phenomenon of people wanting to leave the app, then coming back, leaving. There were a good amount of people who would act like other people or would create an account and pretend to be two different people. But again, this is basic social media stuff. It's just social media stuff, but with children, as you can tell. But a lot of, again, looking through just photos. I'm just putting my art up here. So again, you can see. Though I do have to say, summer of 2020, I really felt the phenomena of aesthetic art and feeling like I have to produce aesthetic art just so I could be a good artist or be liked. Another thing is this app, I swear it's getting late. Y'all always hear me whenever I'm rambling about stuff. Not late, but late-ish at night. But, so, there would be a lot of pressure for artists to produce art every single day and come up with a unique thing every single day. And there's a lot of stuff surrounding how artists would apologize or feel bad for what they did, or like, oh, I didn't draw enough, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy, or I'm going away. So there was a lot of that stuff seen on the app. I think one of the major problems with the app, I can go more into depth with this another time, but it's just how whenever people would try to leave the app, they would guilt trip other people and be like, no, but you're a good artist. No, I think you should still stay. Like, no, don't go. Because a lot of artists that continued with art, at least, ended up leaving and going to Instagram. I don't know, some of them might have made YouTube channels. I'm not 100% sure. But they would end up doing that. And it was a bittersweet thing. But, I mean, in my case, it's the events. It's what's bound to happen with any apps like these. I mean, you can see it now. Like, I have my own YouTube channel, but yeah. And I think that's really color therapy. It's just an app with kids and wine moms where they just draw and have fun, but also there's like a sense of pressure to the drawing and an expectancy to be perfect and fulfill and like cater towards your fans, which I think is very unnecessary towards the age demographic. But anyways, that is the end of the video. A little longer than I thought, but overall pretty satisfied with it. I checked on the bases, so I mean, if I do when I eventually deep dive into this, that means that y'all already have context towards the app if you are not already on there. But this has been a video that I've been thinking about for a little bit. Again, I have not seen a content creator touch upon this. This is like niche, niche, niche. Like, oh my god. Whenever I bring this up to people who don't know what color therapy is, they don't understand it. It is, again, it's an experience. Like, you have to understand what it is. I would say if you want to go check out color therapy, honestly, go check it out. The poor community is dying now, but it captures a lot of the stuff on there in time. And it's like a little time capsule of 2020 in a way, both in the good and bad. But I did have fun recording this video and talking about color therapy because honestly, I can talk about stuff like this for hours, as you can tell. Like, I think it's already been, as of recording, it's been 26 minutes, and I was planning on this being a 10-minute video, but there's more fun in talking about this for a while. But anyways, thank you guys for all the support. Again, very happy with all the support I've been getting. I wanted to put this out like right before break because I'm gonna be focusing on family stuff and like friends and all that fun stuff, and I wanted to be focusing on that more instead of YouTube. Also, inspiration really hit me with this video, so I just wanted to get it done and be like, boom, first part of the saga to start. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you're a fellow color therapy user and you're not afraid of it, make sure to drop your ad. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a video of reviewing y'all's color therapy accounts. With consent, of course. Very like, I want to make sure everybody consents to it. But make sure to like and subscribe. And thank you for watching the video. And may the color therapy art that I produced haunt your dreams tonight. Bye!